From the Bob Mills Weather Center, meteorologist Hannah Scholl.
All right, they're going to have to deal with some Oklahoma humidity today, though, out on that golf course.
Steamy. Guys, they absolutely will, and I'm sure they were probably a little bit nervous this morning when we had these storms move through. They're not going to have to deal with it at all by any means, but we had winds of 70 to 80 mile per hour in some spots. This was in Canton Lake. There was a tree branch that fell on top of this home, and it did crash through the home, and water got into it. We also had more damage in ceiling and Visai as well. This downed power line was in ceiling there, and so we saw widespread damage, and it wasn't from tornadoes, it was just from straight line winds along with this storm. Let's take a look now at the lightning tracker that we had through these storms. Since 3 this morning, the storm has produced over 16,000 lightning strikes, most of them in the northern portion of our state. And as far as wind damage go, many reports of severe wind here in the last 12 hours. Some of the highest gusts, 80 in Camargo, 58 in Putnam, 59 in Sealing, and 51 in Cherokee. So we had up to 80 mile per hour winds. Camargo and Visai were some of the places where we saw the worst damage. In Ponca City, this tree just blew down there, and that's a very scary situation. I actually had a tree fall in our house when I was younger, so my heart goes out to those families that need to clean up there. And then this is more storm damage from Visai, but we're not expecting any more of that for the rest of the day. We did get some good beneficial rain out of this, some places seeing almost an inch of rain in Alva there, and most of it again stayed along the northern line between Kansas and Oklahoma. We still do have a few small showers, one moving just north of Pauls Valley. Of course, nothing severe, very light and small showers there. And of course, there goes that area of low pressure. It's classic comma shape as it pulls off into Missouri. And we are expecting, oh, Guthrie, why you do this to me? Guthrie has lots of sunshine. There's no picture there, but you're walking out the door to 74 degrees this morning. And we are expecting temperatures to rise yet again into the middle 90s. And anywhere that saw rain, it is going to be humid as well. So now headed up towards Tulsa, it's only 75 degrees there, but we're also expected to get into the lower 90s by this afternoon as well. Along the Red River, already seeing temperatures in the lower 80s. We do have a little bit of breeziness here, up to 20-30 miles per hour as far as those gusts go, but I think today we're going to stay in that 20-30 mile per hour range. There's a chance for some rain and storms tomorrow afternoon as that cold front starts to push in. The highest chance is going to be along the Red River and north to the south sides of the metro, I think. So from Lawton to Ada to Ardmore, that's where the best chance for some of these rain and storms is going to be. But then as we turn into overnight Saturday or overnight Friday into Saturday rather, and then into the early afternoon hours of Saturday, scattered storms are possible for the entire eastern side of the state. Again, not super high chances, so 60% is where we'll keep it for now. So not everyone seeing this widespread rain, but there is the chance for these storms to become severe. This is your storm zone. We could see hail, damaging wind, and those are going to be the main threats for us. So the tornado threat really isn't there, so no need to worry about that. 65 to 75 mile per hour winds, and they can cause some damage as we saw with the storms that moved through last night. So this is still definitely something to keep an eye on, even though the tornado threat isn't there. So from Lawton to Ada down to Ardmore on I-35, Pauls Valley, Purcell, all of you guys are in this wind zone. The hail zone also is the highest right there along the Red River and north to the south sides of the metro, and that's up to golf ball size hail, quarter-sized hail for the rest of that zone. As far as this afternoon, 94 degrees overnight tonight. We'll start to see that cold front move in, 72 overnight. Tomorrow, we're still going to make it into the lower or upper 80s rather before the cold front kind of does its work. And then by Saturday afternoon, there still is the chance for a couple storms, but those temperatures are much lower, upper 60s on Saturday and Sunday. We stay in the upper 60s for daytime highs. We even drop into the 40s overnight. Wow, it is going to be much needed relief for us, guys. Back to you.